Welcome, guys. Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. This is going to be the Monday night show. I'm taking over Phil today. I am Reedy. And welcome to Leicester Fan TV. We'll be talking about the match last night. Not the best subject because obviously I know we lost, but never mind. And then we'll talk about some Leicester stuff as well coming up. Let's go.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pal bank. ADT Taxis, Feedme, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.
So, guys, how are we all doing? Let's get some hellos into the chat. Even everyone, let's hopefully get on this show good and let's get on with it. So, let's see who's saying hello tonight. We've got Carlos Gonzalez, welcome. Gray, welcome as well. Ross, evening. Kevin, evening as well. Sina, welcome. From Iran, wow, hello. Evening to Chris. Hello, EKG from Canada, welcome, mate. And yeah, let's get started with the England game. Let's bring Jack in. Are you ready, Jack? All good? How are you doing tonight, Jack?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
Good to get the show under the road. But yeah, so what's your first impressions of the England match?
Disappointing. We all thought as a nation it was coming home. Penalties is not the greatest. Obviously, Italy have been the best team throughout the whole tournament. I'll give them that. They're a very good side. Very good in experience in Bonucci and Chiellini. We took them 120 minutes, and then we only lost on penalties. So it's not all bad. I know Rashford missed, Sancho missed, and Saka missed, but they don't deserve racial abuse. If it were Harry Kane, it would have been the other way round. None of that would have happened. It's just discriminating. It's disgusting. Fans who racially abuse these players for just missing a penalty should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any abuse for any of the players, even if whatever skin colour they are. Like, no. Don't get me wrong, we did well to get through the 120th minutes. There's no shame in us. We didn't lose the game, did we? So what's the point? Like, yes, we missed penalties. Anyone could have missed them. Even if Henderson didn't get sent off, he could have missed the penalty. You never know. But in my opinion, I think the main thing that was wrong with it last night was the substitutes. I don't think Saka should have came on at all. If not, he should have started and again came off. Henderson got brought on and then got brought off again just for penalties. But then the penalty shootouts didn't work out for the people who got subbed on. So I think the substitutes altogether was the main issue for us, and that has got to be Southgate's fault. But yeah, let's see what everyone's in the chat saying. So you've got people saying that people get bad names because people are racist and not like that. People agree with you, Jack. English guys did well. The ref was poor in his opinion. I'm not too sure. I think there was some points where there could have been red cards. I think maybe the Jorginho one on Grealish probably was a dangerous play. I don't know what you think about that. And obviously the Saka one where Chiellini completely looked like he strangled Saka, but anything can get given as a red these days, but obviously not. But yeah, great. Southgate ran out of ideas. I guess so. All they did was move the ball up to Kane all the time in the second half. First half was good. The rest of it was awful. But yeah. Anything else you want to bring up before we bring Ross in?
It's a tough one to take as the England fan. Obviously, it's been built on hope. At the end of the day, penalties is anybody's. obviously the Jorginho could have been a sending off. He's obviously put his studs on Jack Grealish and stamped on his leg. Red card offence, I believe. But the Chiellini won, Saka was away. If Saka had got away from Chiellini, that probably led up into a goal. But the referee, I thought he did a great job last night. He held his own. I know Italy are a very dirty team. But I guess you just got to move on. I think Southgate last night, he knew he got it wrong with the decisions that he made. Obviously, Rashford could have come on sooner. Sancho, Grealish, his timing wasn't perfect when he's making these subs. Sancho and Rashford remind me of the Jamie Vardy against Tottenham at Wembley when Jamie Vardy came on straight away and missed a penalty. But Saka, you've got to feel sorry for him. 19 years old of age, never taken a penalty in his life, and he's got one of the crucialest penalties to take, and he's under so much pressure on young shoulders. And because he's missed, everyone's blaming him when it's not his fault. He's still got a lot to learn. I think he can go far as a young player.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. With obviously the officials, all that stuff, I don't think the whole tournament's been that bad on fouls and all this stuff. I think Italy were very dirty in their challenges a lot last night, but I think on the Saka point of view, you don't give it to somebody on the fifth penalty. But then on the other side, they must have been like, they're supposed to put their hand up to be like, I'll take one. So maybe it was Saka's choice. Yes, he missed, but the other two subs, Rashford and Sancho, they obviously got gifted it because they got brought on for them. So yeah, right. Let's bring Ross in and see what his thoughts are on the game. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm sweating. It's right out tonight. Sorry, tonight. I keep forgetting I'm not. You're not Yorkshire, or you lot.
Vindaloo, are you, Ross?
Pardon?
You not had a Vindaloo, have you?
No, not a Vindaloo. I what did I have? I've just had a Mackie D's earlier, so.
So, what's your thoughts on the match, then, mate?
See, it was a great start. Quickest goal in Euro final history?
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. Obviously, Shaw scoring, or Shaw but Carlos, who got dubbed as. It's the Luke Shaw story, really. It's like, the Jamie Vardy story, when he came from non-leagues and all that, and obviously, to where he is now. Look, if I'm right in saying, someone could correct me on this, did he break his leg or something?
It was at one point where he wanted to stop his footballing career because he could have lost his leg.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, I can't remember how it was. And, to come back, and he's been one of the best left backs in the Premier League for my. Basically, if it wasn't for I think he's probably Man U's best player. I think there's no. Obviously, Rashford's below him. As regards to them penalties, it's one of them things. End of the day, the pressure was mounting. Anybody that took a penalty, I think with Saka, you said Jack, that he's never took a penalty in his life. Whether he has or not, I don't know. I think Southgate said, "Oh, you take one," but if he'd have said no, he felt like he might have been disrespecting. I don't know, disrespecting. Say, I don't want to do it. I don't want to take the penalty. Because he might think Southgate might have took it the wrong way or something. So it's one of them things. Donnarumma made some good saves. I can't deny that. He's 21, 22, and he's arguably Italy's best goalkeeper. Chiellini said last night, he's like basically Buffon Junior in a way. But the Chiellini thing, we have done the same thing if it was the other way around. Best be honest, if we did, let's say Leicester were playing in the Europa League final against Man U, for example. It's 1-1. Obviously with and let's say Rashford was away, and we'll say Chowdhury because he has a habit of doing tackles, and Chowdhury, pulled him back and stuff. He's taking one for the team, so I'll get it because obviously he did it to England. But if we'd have done that, everyone would be kicking off us. So I can understand. And it's why again, Italy deserved it. They were the best. We were playing the best team. It's not like we were playing Scotland. I know they won their 0-0 win against England. And I've seen some videos with Scotland. They celebrated like they won the Euros. End of the day, they went out the group stage. They lost 2-0 to Czech Republic, where one of them was from the halfway line. So they're talking about all this stuff. End of the day, England, we're proud of our nation. And obviously, just before we continue, obviously, some of the scenes at Wembley, which was horrendous. It was absolutely shocking. I don't know if any of you seen it either. Ticketless fans going in like that. It's just not on at all. The question is, how on earth did it get that far in the first place? We've all been to games. You've been to Wembley. We've all been to Wembley. We've been to King Power. They've never. People try to get in with ticketless. Yeah. They get straight away. They get boom. They're not. You're not getting in. The question is, how did it get that far? I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. But end of the day, 18th of December 2022, we're bringing the World Cup home before Christmas. And it's ironic that day is on my best mate's birthday as well. We figured it out earlier. So, bring it home. Proud of the boys. And maybe next year, Harvey Barnes and it gets the winning goal to win the World Cup. Who knows? So, Jamie Vardy comes out of retirement just for one more tournament or one more match, as they say. Double J James Justin. Who else?
I think the main issue was with us last night as well is we think we scored a bit too early. I think when we scored that early goal, when it was a bit too early, we still had to defend for another 88 minutes to begin with, and it's just are you going to go for another goal or not? And then we didn't even get another goal, and we just let them play against us.
I get what you mean. I mean, with Italy as well, as far as I'm aware, someone put a stat up last night. We've never beaten Italy in a major tournament. We're having friendlies and stuff. I mean, 2012 Euros, that Pirlo, I mean, it was cheeky. 2014, a dire World Cup in Brazil. We lost to them. I remember watching that 11 o'clock at night. Mental. But just to say, last night, do you know how many people watched the game last night? 31 million people. 25.7 were on the BBC. That's mental.
I had the choice of that, and I just thought, I'll go BBC. I ain't going.
Yes, good. Everyone in chat watched what channel they watch on.
Put in the comments. What channel did you watch it on last night?
Because let's be honest, right? Don't get me wrong. ITV football has improved over the years. From the days of Adrian Chiles and Andy Townsend and all that stuff. But it has improved. But the commentator, no, absolutely not. It should have been Clive. If they wanted viewers, Clive Tilger should have been it. Would have been nice to have Motti, but it's one of them things. Let's see what people put.
But yeah, I'll put the link in for anyone else who wants to join in a minute. But let's get a few more comments. So we've got Mayon saying he's so proud of the England squad. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. EKG's talking about the security and obviously, on Wembley, but obviously there's events in Canada that's happened as well. But I think the main issue with the security side is there wasn't enough policing because people in the amber, like the stewards, were useless. They're not going to stop them, are they?
They should have been prepared. End of the day, as soon as we got to the final, they should have been prepared. The whole of Metropolitan Police in London, all other police forces, they should have been prepared. It's like when I watched a documentary years ago. It was on Portsmouth, Southampton. Now, as you know, that's a massive rivalry. And the entire Hampshire police was on that game. Even though Southampton's 32,000 capacity, they had to full police force. They should have done that last night because not them idiots. I mean, I hope they get banned for life, them fans that got in. Absolute morons. And there's words I can't say because we're not past the watershed, but see you next Tuesday could be one of them. See what I did there.
We've got Fee. She watched it on BBC. The only player with the former Leicester player, obviously, like that. Lee Baker, ITV is poor. No shock there. Stephen hate all the adverts on the ITV again. The thing is, there is adverts on BBC, but they're all sport-related based stuff like the Olympics and all that.
It's just before the actual program starts. That's how good they do it. End of the day, we can criticize channels and stuff. BBC. I mean, they got Gary Lineker. I mean, we're not a big fan of him, but he's a fantastic pundit in Alan Shearer. Rio Ferdinand, great pundit. And they have Frank Lampard last night. They had a good lineup. Because what gets me on ITV was Roy Keane. He's not even English. And what he said about Jack Grealish I don't know if you've seen it. He retweeted and said about he wanted to take a penalty and stuff. Graham Souness, always talks about Paul Pogba, and he's Scottish as well. So he's end of the day, if you can have a good lineup, you need to get proper ones in. Proper pundits shocking on both. There is some shocking pundits in. Michael Owen is one of them.
But all over the England kind of Euros, what's the word? The whole way through the Euros, pretty much, we've been decent. The whole Euro has been decent. Refereeing's been quite good. I want to see that next year. Pardon? Yeah, we only conceded 2 goals. That's another good thing. It's just how it ended. Just started to be a bit of a sour taste in it. So, yeah. Right, I'm going to put the link in the chat if anyone else wants to join. That would be good to see anyone else join into the game. Into the stream, sorry, not the game. That's what we're talking about. But now we will start talking about the new season because Euros is over. Let's get into the new season. Today we're going to be doing our predicted lineup. Well, pretty much scheduled lineup for the first games of the season.
Ooh.
And while we lead into the Leicester stuff, we are going to promote the T-shirt giveaway that we are doing at the moment on Leicester Fan TV. If you want to look at that, it's leicesterfantv.com. If you want to see it down below, I think, or if not, just go to Leicester Fan TV website and go check out the giveaway on there. And also, there's a new TikTok that's Leicester Fan TV. So if you want to check out the TikTok, do that as well. But yeah, so let's get into the starting lineups. And why is it better than starting on the lineup, say? Right.
Since we've only got one goalkeeper.
I've only done that because we kind of we are guaranteed to know where one person's going to be put.
Yeah,
so,
cool. 10-year anniversary.
Jack,
Yeah.
who do you think's the first team lineup you'd reckon, or the preferred lineup you'd like to start with?
We'll go Schmeichel in goal because that's going to happen either way. Whether Danny Ward's here or not, I'm not sure. Next season, will this Wolves come around?
You there, Jack? Oh no, Jack's gone. All right then, we'll add in Mayon.
Eating.
Are you Mayon? You're right, Mayon. Sorry about that.
Doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, fam.
Good. Right, we'll go for your team lineup then first, Mayon.
Yeah.
What would you like your team lineup to be for the new season?
Michael.
Yeah.
4 at the back.
4 at the back.
Where is Varner?
Yeah.
Where's Johnny Evans?
Yeah, I'm 3 at the back then, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed, Tillemans and Ricardo Pereira.
Yeah.
And Castagna.
Castagna, okay. Yep. Down to midfield. Who's you want in midfield?
Tillemans.
Of course. You going to the midfield?
Madison.
Madison, yep.
Madison. Sumer.
Sumer, okay, yep.
Indeed.
Oh, that's a bit of a big midfield.
Yeah. And 4 midfields.
Yeah, so you can have 1 striker.
Yeah. Vardy.
Who's Vardy up front, okay. All good then. So that's your lineup for start of the season. Ross,
Yeah.
are you there?
I am there, yeah. Give me a second. There we go.
Are you happy with that team, Ross?
Let's have a look. So I was just sorting out my son. So we've got Franklin goal, Ricardo at right back. Who was the left back?
Castagna.
Castagna. It's hard to see with that graphic. I'm getting old, you see. I'm 28 in a few weeks, so I've got to, shut my eyes. So you've got Castagna, Plenty Fofana, Cags and Johnny Evans, Sumer, Ndidi, Tielemans, Madison, and up front Vardy. Yes, but at the same time, I think depends on how the situation the Daka man. Will Rodgers put him straight in? Because I think to get him straight away, we need to get him in. I think maybe
I'm going to let you know now, everyone, to go subscribe my channel called Minus Still Fox.
There
So
you go.
Got the Daka. Yeah, the Daka man could be instead of Madison, because Madison could be leaving if I'm right in saying.
What's your predicted lineup then, Ross?
I'd
any change?
I'd have the Michael Schmeichel in goal.
Yeah.
See, I've always wanted to go with Ricardo up wing. So yes, there's still Ricardo. I still think more or less same really. More or less same, and then the midfield. See, it's Sumer like Ndidi, isn't it? I've never really seen him play, so I can't comment.
I don't think I'd play both of them, if anyone. I'd play one or the other.
I think Ndidi must start over Sumer, who we got up bench. But where's Barnes? I just realised, no, come on, Barnes, get him in. Get Barnes in.
Barnes, yeah.
Barnes can play. Oh, well, okay.
New Barnes will be good at with
Vardy. We're going to say put Barnes in where Maddison is.
Where Maddison is in the middle. Okay.
Yeah, because Barnes has played there before. Put Barnes there.
Okay.
So how many players? One missing?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So we got? Yeah, and the Daka man. Yeah, put the Daka man up front.
Daka man as well, yeah?
Yeah. He's known to be... anyone that plays FIFA, he's an absolute tank with a capital T. So yeah, that'll be my lineup if it were me. Well, good though, because Tielemans ain't the holding midfielder. He can. It's like I'm describing it like FIFA. This, and Ndidi stays back. Tielemans is half and half. So if there's an attacking thing, boom, go forward. But with Barnes could go in there, that'll be interesting. But people will disagree on that. It's one of them things. Barnes has the number 7 apparently.
We've been linked to this player from that used to play on loan to Liverpool.
Kabak.
Yeah, we've
What's it like?
15 million for him.
Yeah. Let's have a look in the chat. So everyone is saying Barnes in. John Towers saying Barnes in. Lillian Ramon saying Barnes in.
Decision getting Barnes in instead of Maddison.
I think I'm agreeing with John Towers. I think it's going to be a thought of that because we need to fit Barnes in. And if he's going to be a wing-off, we're not going to be able to play far at the back.
Who would you take out, though? That's the issue.
With me...
Yeah, I know you said Evans, some more Cags.
I'd take Cags out.
Bold decision.
Yeah, that's good thinking.
People are saying that no one said anything about this. But I wouldn't play Castagna. I'd play James Justin.
Yeah, well, he's not back. When is he back?
I'm not too sure.
So if we're going by obviously fitness and I would obviously Justin ain't back. Is Barnes back?
Yeah, Barnes is back.
Yeah, Barnes is trained today. Ross.
That man can't go on wing. What are you doing?
No, you never know.
Yeah, but the thing is, we tried that with Musa and we tried that with Perez. So the Zeka man has to go front.
Ross, it'd be a good idea of fucking early on 3 strikers up.
Yeah, we've got the Nacho man. See, I won't play Maddison. See, that's
it depends if he goes because he's our most creative player. That's the problem.
Okay. Let's pretend he goes. Do you know what I'd do? I'd put Tielemans where Maddison is, and I put Sumer where Tielemans is.
Very good thinking, Batman.
I see that.
That's because let's face it, if it wasn't for if Maddison had started in that FA Cup final, would we have won that game, or would Tielemans have scored that beauty of a goal? We don't know that. And as I mentioned, Tielemans plays so much better when he's on his own. In that position, there's no Maddison for it. So if he goes, Maddison, he goes. It's one of them things. He's left with an FA Cup victory for Leicester. So
Ross, are you going to Charity Shield, Ross?
I'm hopefully going to Charity Shield because they've announced today, haven't they? 5:00 kickoff. Unfortunately,
I wonder when the tickets are coming out.
Saturday, the 7th of August. Unfortunately, it's on ITV, but we've heard about that BBC ITV thing earlier. It's on ITV, this one.
Even be good 3 striker go up. Barnes and Vardy and Saka passing.
Saka? Unless we signed him last night. I can't remember signing Saka, but okay. I know you mean Daka.
You've been put 3 strikers up. Vardy, Barnes and Patson.
Well, that's the thing. Here's the thing, though. You never know. Could have Daka man replaced Vardy?
Yes.
That's a big question. No, I'm not saying he's going to. That's the big question to Leicester fans out there. And we've got someone, and it is...
Hi, Jack.
He's back.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm all right.
I think I'm going to drop out in a minute, but I'm just... I reckon, that's a big question. Would you start the Daka man over Vardy at the minute until Vardy is Vardy full on fit now?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
as he's still recovering from his operation. because in the day, the Daka man. So John Towers just put he won't replace him yet, which I do agree on. I'm not saying he will. I'm just asking, the people out there who are watching. Do you think that the Daka man's come in to replace Vardy? But in the day, if they play up top together, Patson will play cup. No, not a regular. No, I disagree with that one. I think. Yeah, how much do we sign him for? 30 million.
I think so, yeah.
30 million quid to sit on the bench. No, I think he'll start. I think he could start up with Vardy. Who knows what formation we're going to play, but it's so tough because we've got so many good players. This is why I love Leicester. Competition. It's not just like assuming we're gonna start.
Do you think Vaughan will be fit next season or not?
Barnes is fit.
Barnes will start for the season. Bertrand is going to be coming in. Ricardo, where does Ricardo fit in? Does he play right wing?
I want him to be wing,
or does he go left back?
I want Ricardo.
I think winner, Ross. I think he could be a good winner for us.
I think obviously I said it last season about it, but obviously he wasn't really fully fit properly, so we've not really seen him shine as a winger. We've seen him glimpses, but not full on. I think if BR gives Ricardo a chance at that wing, full on, he could be dead. It could be like that program Deadly 60, but take out the 60 part, it'd be deadly. I can see it happening because we talk about wingers. We might not have to go out and get Saint Maximum or Adama Traore and stuff and Berardi or whatever. I think if he could push Ricardo to wing, because you look at the times when he has been fit, he's been ran down that wing and scoring on his right foot. He's very good with his left foot too. So I think give him a chance. Give him a chance at right wing, and we'll have a crack at it. So, and I'm going to drop off, lads. I'm going to get my son into bed. So it's been a pleasure, boys. So when's next show? Wednesday, Thursday?
I think it's Jack. Is it Jack's show on Wednesday?
Yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday.
Jack's show.
Yeah,
We're doing a takeover on next again. We're doing a hostile takeover Sunday again.
All right then, Ross. Well, we'll see you next time, then, mate. See you in a bit. Right, let's bring Sean in. Let's get Sean in. Are you ready, Sean?
How you doing, Jack?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
There's Sean. How are you, Sean?
Yeah.
Hello, Sean.
Hello, Sean. Hello, Jackie.
How are you, mate? You all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine, you, mate.
Hi, Sean.
Good, yeah.
Don't say about England.
Yeah, it's shocking. What do you think, Dad? Who's this?
Hey, everyone.
Are you all right?
We're moved on now, Sean, to Leicester. How are you?
Sorry?
How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new season now, Jit. Obviously, pre-season's only, 13 days away?
Yeah,
or is it 12?
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Quite exciting, I think, with the new additions.
A more stronger squad as well, Jit, from last season.
Yeah, it will be. I'm interested to see how Paxton Daka gets on and Sumer, yeah, and Ryan Bird be a good acquisition as well.
Yeah. Obviously, Kabak be signing for like £12 million next week. Is led to believe. So
who's
Kabak? Good sign. Ozan Kabak, yeah, £12 million from Alka. So that'd be a good signing.
That'll be a good signing, and that'll be Turkey's two main centre backs that we'll have.
What about another one? We're looking at Berardi from
the Italian guy.
Sean, what do you reckon to that then, mate?
She'd ask
Kabak to Leicester. Would you say yes or no?
What do you think, Dad?
He's asking Sean. What's the question?
Do you want Kabak to Leicester? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. God, Sean. Let's see what else everyone's saying. Iheanacho's been treated harshly for the squad. Do you reckon he'll get dropped when he comes back in? Or do you reckon we won't be starting him for the new season?
What if he does?
No, I think he's done well in the second part of the season. He should still get a good chance. He plays well with Vardy, doesn't he, up front?
Even Jack.
With Kel, would he have scored all them goals if it weren't for Vard? I don't think he would have. But I think with Kel, he's going to help Daka fit perfectly. And I think with Vardy not having many seasons left at Leicester, Daka and Iheanacho are going to be the front two for Leicester, aren't they? So I think that's where Vardy comes in and helps them both out.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, I agree.
What about, do you think Pratt will go? That's the problem.
Yeah, I can't see much. I don't think Perez is going to get much game time next season either. I think you'll only see him in cup matches or Europa League. I don't think it'll be inundated because it's going to be there. Maddison, Ndidi, Ricardo, Bertrand, James Justin, Harvey Barnes. Perez ain't going to get a sniff in, I don't think.
Yeah, you're probably right. Only played well in fits and starts,
Yeah.
One great game and then the 3 or 4 not so good. So he hasn't been back.
I think the strength in depth, it makes Leicester exciting next season, knowing they're fighting for their playing week in, week out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about, do you think it'd be a good left back? We need a right back, no winner, right back. A new winner, right back.
Who's that?
Justin, could he not put him back? But we need a new left winner or something like right winner for something.
I think we've got the left wing back up in Barnes, Castagno right back. It's the left back position what does me. You've got Bertrand, you've got James Justin, you've got Luke Thomas, Ricardo. He's playing on the wing there.
And Castagno left back as well.
Yeah.
I think the one person that everyone's missing at the moment is James Justin. I know he's not going to be back fit for a while yet, but at the moment he comes back in, I'd surely put him straight back in and then Ricardo on the right. Yes, it might be a bit unfair on Castagna, but I think we know what James Justin has done for us, and he was probably one of the best left backs before he got injured. So I don't think he can't
do that next season.
Yeah. I think he was doing really well. Was going to get a call up for England as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, and I think obviously with Barnes as well. Obviously he was going to get the England call up until he got injured. I think he got like 10 goals in that season before he got injured, and I think he needs to start when he's back fit. I don't know if he's fit now, but when he's back fit, he needs to get in the squad. But then it just changes how the whole lineup goes because you can't do a 5 at the back with 2 wingers either. So it's just how it works. Do you play 2 defensive midfielders in Sumer, the new signing Sumer and Ndidi, or do you play wingers with Barnes? And the thing is, like you say, Megan, there's no right winger, is there really, that we've got?
It's not.
Jit, where does Maddison fit in next season? So if he's going to play Wilfred Ndidi in some air, then do you think he'll push Tillemans behind the strikers?
No,
I
think he'll probably give them both game time. He'll probably bring one on and then start one and then bring another one on like 60 minutes, or give game time for maybe to break Sumer in. He'll give him game time in cup games and stuff like that. I don't know if he'll start straight away with them because they'll have to kind of fit in first, won't they?
What do you think about Chadwick
to the league?
What do you think about Chadwick? He will go all day.
I think Hamza will leave. Newcastle and Norwich are after him. Whichever one he chooses, it's going to be difficult with Leicester. We don't want too many centre defensive midfielders because we've got Papi Mendy to think about as well. He plays that role. Dennis Pratt plays that role. So where do you think about even playing everybody? Because Brendan's got everyone at the same time.
Deal for Chadwick to Sam Matson from Newcastle.
I'd love that. Yeah.
I think another right wing to fit the mould. If Brendan, because Leicester this season seems to be good about their business, don't they, Jit? Obviously, you know, some Patson Daka. You've not really heard anything about Leicester signing players. It's been done just there and there behind the scenes, and I think
three of them are ready before pre-season.
Yeah, Kabak's the same. We've not heard Leicester's signing that. We've only heard links. You've not heard Leicester's completed the deal. It's only just come out today.
What about Brighton?
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like I say, sorry, Jack, but that's the thing. This team this year, all we've done is had 3 signings, and 2 of them obviously been confirmed. Bertrand should be coming soon, but with them 3 extra signings, it already makes us feel like if indeed he gets injured or he's tired from a game in midweek, bring in Sumer. Left back, if Castagna gets injured or we have to play him on the right, bring in Bertrand. It's just now, like Vardy, he gets injured or he's tired, bring on Kelechi or Daka. We've got substitutes every single time now. And I think that's a big thing where we can improve this year, whereas last 2 years we've not had that. We've had the main 11, and then other than that, we've got maybe a left back here that we can use or a midfielder we can use. We didn't have any good subs to bring on to maybe win the game for us.
Bench was a bit bare.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
This season, really, it's about options. Leicester have got a lot of options, haven't they? You looked at us last season, it were all injuries and that. When one good player were coming back, one good player were going out. Now, if you looked at our bench, we had to go into the academy just to fill up a bench. I think this season, Brendan's looking at the squad and thinking, you know what? I'm going to go for it this summer. Add all these players, because I can't just see it being Kabak, Bertrand, Somer, and Daka. I think there'll be more than that coming in.
Oh, yeah, I think there will be, yeah. But like I say, the thing is, like you're saying, it's options. And like, if you're playing Tillemans in the midfield, like in the more of a attacking midfield, like Maddison is, if he's not doing a job or they need to be a bit more attacking, you push him back, take off the midfielder, and put Maddison in front of him. It just it makes it a lot more easier for us to play games instead of having to play with the 11 and having to bring on a youth player that you don't see winning the game for us.
Yeah, you're also forgetting the youth as well, like Dewsbury.
Yeah.
And Sydney Travis.
Well, he hasn't signed yet. Sydney Tavares.
George Hurst.
George Hurst. I can't see him get.
No, but
KDH. You know, he was fantastic at Luton. The amount of pressure got from their support, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm not too clued up on the academy guys and all this. Obviously, I've heard that Dewsbury has been doing well for Luton, but I can't see him coming in when we've got Madders there. You've got Tillemans coming in.
A midfielder in the Championship.
Oh, was he? Okay, that might have changed stories then.
Yeah.
But like you say, with my saying, we've got Albrighton as well. It's just like he's a winger, but I don't see him as a Premier League quality player anymore. I think he's a workhorse, and I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's the standard that will win us games anymore.
From Southampton, Ryan Birch and Nath Redmond.
Yeah.
What
about Mikel Damsgaard? He played well in the Euros, scored that superb free kick. He had a good tournament. Obviously, Leicester are being reported to be making a move for him this summer. Do you think he'd fit in, Jit?
Yeah, I think he would. But I've not seen that before. Link before. Is that recent?
Yeah. It's recent. Tottenham after.
I think it's since the Euros, because obviously he's done well in the Euros for Denmark. So
he's a good player.
What about that Tanning guy?
That free kick he did, that was quite good. Was it?
What that Tanning guy?
Berardi,
yeah.
What do you think to him?
What do you call?
I think you have to look at like what level of players we can probably bring in. Like, don't get me wrong. I think St. Maximin will probably be one of the best players we can bring in, but I don't think we'll get him. But he's not going to go to he's not going to go to a Leicester club when he can go to somewhere in London. Don't get me wrong, we are better than a lot of the London's clubs, but London's completely different to Leicester. So it's hard to bring people in, especially when we've not got the Champions League this year as well. But I think it's been a good chat today, and I think let's see what people are saying in the chat. They've got people saying we think we should get Saka. What do you reckon, boys? Do you reckon we should get Saka in? See if we can get him in from Arsenal, or?
Yeah, I don't know if he'll come to us. He's pretty settled there, isn't he?
And he's getting okay. Then people are saying Saka's overrated, so I'm not too sure. Hayden is saying reckon Daka and Vardy up front. I could see that happening, but it depends when Bonds come back. How does that work out if Bonds comes in? It's all, like I say, it's all switching and swapping, and it's a good thing because we have to play 3 at the back against one team because we need to attack more. We have to go for 4 at the back. You can easily change it with the players we've got. But yeah, I think that might be it for today. But is there anything else you boys want to say about the England game or the Leicester pre-season coming up? I don't know who's our pre-seasons, by the way. I completely forgot.
Burton.
And Queen's Park Rangers. I don't think there's going to be a home game this year. Obviously, we've got Manchester City at Wembley, haven't we? Which I really hope we go there and beat them.
Oh, that'd be nice, Jack.
Actually, see us turning Man City over. I'm not being biased towards them. I just think we can actually get it done. If we can beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final, why can't we beat Manchester?
That's right. That Facebook user, that's right. Juve Hall needs to go to West Brom. That'd be brilliant for back up.
I think that's what Luke Thomas is saying. I think Luke Thomas needs some experience to go out on loan and sort himself.
There you go. There's another player, Luke Thomas. If you don't play James Justin, you don't play Castagna at left back. You've got Luke Thomas. It's just we've got it's like we've got too many players in our squad now, so which is a good thing.
Well, we linked to Philippe Coutinho.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, do you? I think it's the wage and what Leicester's put themselves in, isn't it? You're not going to sign Coutinho for like what 250k and then give Vardy 130k because that's unsettling. I think Leicester are looking at these players what they can actually afford because Brendan Rodgers likes to sign these younger players, and look how good they turn out. Fofana, 24 million we signed him for last season. Fantastic player, fantastic season. James Justin, League One Luton. And look where he ended up after they got to the Championship. Leicester signed him, and everyone thought, £8 million for him. Got through it. The deep. How good it turned out, Jit.
Castagna was a bit upset about he got injured.
Yeah, he gone blind in one eye after he could have got brain damage.
Yeah, I think he's going to be wearing a mask when he plays.
A mask?
Yeah.
Like Rudiger.
That Rudiger needs to send him off.
Right, guys, I think that's where we're going to wrap the show up today. Thank you for joining. Mayan,
and go check.
Thanks for coming in.
Mine is still hot.
There you go. Make sure you check that out, boys. See you later, Jit. Appreciate you coming in, Mayan. Appreciate it. See you in a bit. So, Jack, we have had a good show today. We've done the England stuff, which is a bit of a bad subject, but who cares? We've done the Leicester stuff, seeing what the lineups are. I think most people are saying that we've finally got a team and a squad that we can rotate a lot more, and hopefully we don't concede to injuries a lot this year.
Yeah, I think this transfer window we're all down to squad depth. If you look at us in our last 2 seasons fighting for the Champions League space, it's cost us costly quite a lot due to squad depth. Now, this season, we can actually sign the players we want. I know we're maybe not going to sign Gosens because he wanted Champions League football, but, Leicester seem to find these hidden gems, what these big teams don't want to sign because they think, oh, yeah, well, they're not going to be good enough for us. And then they turn out really quality. I just think for Leicester this season, it'd be about getting more players in and players fighting for their spaces in the squad. And that'll prove how biting and that these players are and how much they actually want to wear the shirt. I think Youri Tielemans, you'll hear more about him in the next coming weeks. I'd love him to stay, but obviously he's been linked with Liverpool. I can't see Liverpool paying £90 million out or anything like that. Arsenal, £70 million for James Maddison. His best friend said that Arsenal are in for him on Instagram. He's confirmed that. So we'll see whether a big player leaves this summer or not. I think it's just about strengthening the squad. And then if we do sell a big player, it's who we bring in for that sort of money to replace them. Obviously, we've not replaced Mahrez yet. So I'd love to see a winger like Berardi or St. Maximan come into the squad.
Yeah, I think, like I said at the beginning, you were saying with people who we get people that don't expect to be good. Like I say, we've done Kante, Mahrez, and all these people, but it's like Daka. I've heard of him before. I've not really known much about him, but when we actually bought him, I thought, wait, wasn't he linked with Liverpool? I'm just like,
yeah, Liverpool.
Surely he must be good for how cheap we bought him for. And apparently, like I think Phil said previously in another stream, that apparently he's very high quality for how much we bought him for. But yeah, so let's see. Sorry,
they are a big talking point this summer, though. It's a business sort of thing for Leicester this season, where we're signing players when people are least expecting us to sign players. It's gone very quiet, but then you only hear something when the deal's completed or something like that, and it's just like mad.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's where we wrap it up. So appreciate you joining, Jack. You got a show on Wednesday, haven't you? At what time?
Wednesday.
7 or 7:30?
Yeah, Wednesday at 7:30.
So I hope people can join that in.
Talk more Leicester City. We'll hear more about the Kabak deal, and Ryan Bertrand hopefully signs by then. We'll get the lads' point of view of where and who's going to start and which players they actually want to go or stay. And we'll obviously have more debate on it. But it's going to be a good viewing point and a good talking point, obviously, leading up to the new season. Will there be a few more surprises from Brendan Rodgers? It remains to be seen, because Top said he's going to back Brendan this summer. So
he's going to have to win it. So
that it's being shown right now, but I think there's more into it than what people are reading. We won't be such a laughing stock what people think we are.
Right. Appreciate you joining, Jack. I'll see you on Wednesday then, yeah?
Pleasure up. See you in a bit, pal.
See you in a bit, mate. Right, guys, that's where we wrap it up today. Appreciate you all joining. Appreciate you all joining on the link if you have joined. Sean, May, and all them people, Ross, Jack. But yeah, Jimmy, bye. May, Hayden, bye. Fee, love Top and Brendan, of course. Yes, and I saw your message earlier saying that I took over Phil's job. Yes, I have today. But yeah, appreciate everyone coming in, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. So yeah, appreciate you coming in, and I'll see you next time. Peace.